Hey guys, alright, so today we're going to be talking about all my favorite things, some like cozy things that I've really been enjoying, some makeup items, favorite things that I've really been into, a few apps that I really like, talking about like some TV shows, and just everything basically in that realm of things that I'm enjoying, and a few little updates, and just talking about all kinds of stuff. I hope that y'all are hanging in there. I hope that you're embracing this as much as we can. Sounds funny to say, but it's like, you know, it is what it is. We have to do what we have to do right now, and I hope that, I truly hope that you're finding ways to make the best of it, and that you're doing well, and that you enjoy these little chats and things that we could do to hang out when we're not really hanging out with a whole lot of people. Thank goodness for social media. And I've heard so many people say, like, you know, they've been really living for YouTube and different things, and I'm like, I just so get it. I mean, there's only so much TV and things and all that, and it just means to me a lot to have this sort of human interaction, which I do feel this is without the whole like physical interaction. I just think it's nice to kind of, you know, be here and stuff for each other and with each other. And gosh, y'all, I have so much stuff to talk about. I really just want to jump into it. Let me talk about what I'm wearing before we get started. I had been living in, oh my gosh, my Barefoot Dreams cardigan, which I talked about in a video recently. I believe it's on sale now again. Nordstrom's doing like the up to 40% off sale. Like, so many things are on sale, right? I grabbed my other, oh my gosh, these dresses are my favorite. I have them in 3 different colors. I have it like a lavender, a white, and then I love this color. It's beautiful. I wear a medium in these. They don't have any stretch to them. I'm like a size 4, but you know, I don't want to say size up, but I feel like that's about right. Like if something's gonna be, I have a big rib cage, and especially if you have a larger chest, or you know, just size up. These are the best dresses. They're so beautiful, and oh, I just love that. So I did grab that, and then a few things. If you missed my last clothing haul video a few weeks ago, or was it last week? I don't even know. Everything's like running together. I showed you guys so many cute new clothing items, and I don't think I showed you guys this one. This one came kind of shortly after that. I ordered it a little later, but this is on sale now too. It was a little more expensive, and I think this is like legit 40% off, and it is gorgeous. It is so incredibly adorable. Yeah, revisit that, especially if you didn't watch it. I think a lot of stuff does sell out when I show it, so some of the things may be sold out, but that is not. And also, you guys, I wanted to update you guys. In the last video, I did not mention my earrings specifically, and I got so many questions about them. These are Hermes. They're sterling silver necklaces, earrings, things like that that have this sort of like motif with this sort of bar. They have really fine pieces that are thousands and thousands of dollars. People were like, I can't believe you spent $2,000 on these earrings. I was like, girl, I did not. Okay, first of all, these are the sterling version. That's the deal with those, and I think it's so easy just to put on some fun earrings, and it makes you feel good, you know. And speaking of like things I've been living in, my M Sweatshirts, if you see me on stories and stuff, I'm constantly wearing them. I had not worn this one as much as I like wish I had been. You know, it's just like, oh, I love it so much. It's soft, it's comfortable. It comes in a brunette version as well. Although when all this is over, am I even gonna be blonde anymore? Am I gonna need a new sweatshirt? But it's so comfortable. I'm wearing a medium, so it's so good. It's not super like fleecy and like sweat you out. It's one that would be good for spring. It's very, very comfortable. I got her new joggers coming, so I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Oh, I cannot wait to get those. So anyways, yeah, I'll link to everything that I'm wearing, but my gosh, you guys, I just wanted to kind of get into it. So we'll talk about specific things, specific products. Let's talk about a few things first. First things first, before I get into like the products. I want to talk about an app that I meant to mention in that like what's getting me through video, where I was, you know, it's kind of a favorites thing, but it was just kind of like things that are making me feel positive and making me feel good. And several months ago, probably like, I don't know, maybe 3-4 months ago, I bought the Calm app. Okay, this is not sponsored in any way, but okay. And I was like, what? Okay, first of all, I think it's like $60 a year. Okay, I know. And I'm like, what? Like, I never pay money for apps. Like, I like that I can listen to podcasts for free. Like, it's just not, and I think I downloaded it and then I didn't buy it. And then I started thinking, Tiffany, just do it. Okay, I have a magic bedtime story. It puts me to sleep every time. It's read by Matthew McConaughey. No joke, it's why I bought the app, I'm not gonna lie. I bought it because I heard Matthew McConaughey was reading a bedtime story. So that's really what happened. I downloaded it, I let it sit, and I was like, I ain't paying $60. And the next night I was like, no, I really need Matthew McConaughey to put me to sleep tonight. So I paid that $60. And I'm really glad that I did. So every night, in the daytime, whatever, you can listen to these quick little meditations. Like the bedtime stories though are what really like pulled it together for me. And when you turn your app on, like listen, is it gonna come on? 'Cause it's silent. You have like a, like this is my, that's just the sound that's always playing. And this is the background for all of like the meditations. So like if I start a meditation.
Welcome to the Daily Comb.
See, like I started that, but your thing still plays in the background. What is that background noise? Because they have so many to choose from. And you can, gosh, how do I find that out? Scenes. You go to the scenes. Mine is called Open Ocean. And there's so many different ones like Celestial White Noise. I don't want to lose that one, so I don't want to like. But like there's coastline, pouring rain, a million different beach things, a million different water. I mean, it took me a long time to find that one that I really like. You have like calm kids, so like bedtime stories for your kids, meditations for your kids, positivity, things. I mean, you can listen to it in the car. I mean, I'm not kidding. Okay, but listen. So like there's my little thing, my sound starting. But what I like about it is like it's an ocean sound, but it's also like you hear like that music in the background. It's like, ah, you know. The stories are just so amazing. Like when you read them, they just make you feel so like a story of tea, like the ancient way of tea. Nightfall, the little princess. See, like there's kids things. The waterfall, ancient paths of Anatolia, dreaming of Atlantis. A rainy day in Paris. I listened to that one the other night. Matthew McConaughey's, okay? I don't even know what it's called. It's called like Wonder, I think, because I've listened to it a million times. Like, I've never heard the end of it. It's the magic story. You will never hear the end of it. Now that I said that, I don't want to jinx myself, because I really don't want to hear the end of it, because now it's like a thing. Like, when I start it, I know I'm going to fall asleep. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know I'm not going to hear the end of the story, and that's kind of comforting. But, like, listen.
Well, hello there. I'm Matthew McConaughey, and tonight I'll be reading a special sleep story called Wonder.
Okay, y'all, I'm not gonna, let me tell you, it is so, see, like, even that, like, I got sleepy. Like, I got in my zone, and now I want to, like, curl up, but, okay, yeah, I've never heard the end of that story. It is magic. It's like, do you know the story in Friends? It's like Joey's magic story. What was it? There was Rachel. It was Joey's story for like, it was like his magic story where like he would pick up women with it and like they would, you know, it's like the magic story, right? And then he shared it with Rachel and then she told it to Ross and that's how like they had their baby and that's how they knew that she had like seduced him because she'd heard it from, or no, she'd heard it from someone different. Okay, whatever. This is this story for sleep. Okay, did that make any sense? Okay, but like the other day I listened to, oh wait, it's gonna start doing it. I listened to A Rainy Day in Paris, which is a new one. I think I listened to that a couple nights ago. And I was like really enjoying the story. And I listened to the whole thing. And then it ended and I was like, what do I do now? Like I want to go to sleep. And I'm like, I just must not be sleepy. So then I turned it on, the Matthew McConaughey story, and I didn't even make it past the intro. So I don't know what it is. It's a magic go into sleep thing. But the meditate is really good. There is so many things. 7 days of managing stress, 7 days of happiness, that one is very good. 7 days of calming anxiety, 7 days of gratitude, 7 days of self-esteem, loving, kindness, forgiveness, relationship with yourself, relationship with others, breaking habits, daily calm highlights. It's things that I think we all need. There's one, what was that one? No, mindful eating series. We probably could use some of that now since we're all like snacking, but who even cares? I say you just do what you gotta do right now. but it's so nice. The meditations are really nice. I think you can choose between a woman or a man to do them, but the girl, I really like the girl. She's like, you know, breathe in, breathe out, listening to your body and your breath and moving to the sounds of your breathing. And it's almost like when you're listening to her, it's kind of like a, I don't know, like I imagine it like as a like an SNL skit or something. I don't know, because she's like so, but not like it's perfect. Do you know what I don't know. It's so relaxing, and I'm just so into it that I'm just like, oh, she could tell me anything, and I just be like, yes. And it really makes you feel good. It really calms your anxiety. It really just makes you feel positive and happy. And oh my gosh, but you do have to, I will say, when I first started using the app, I didn't know that you could do those scenes in the background, like the sounds. So when you get your app, go to more and then go down to scenes and make sure that you choose that sound to be playing. And again, I love the one called Open Ocean. I've tried a few of them, but because in the meditations, there's a lot of sections where she'll stop talking and like 2 minutes will go by and I'll just be like, and then you'll kind of start thinking and you'll be, wait a minute, is she there? Like, did it cut off? And if you've got like the other sound going, it aids in like helping you just kind of relax, and like it literally is like hypnotic. And so yeah, the meditating is it's a real good thing. And oh my gosh, the bedtime stories are where it's at. Now let's talk about something that's a little less relaxing. Let me tell you, I have been so, all right, so the whole, okay, I feel like I'm having to mention this just because everybody's mentioned this. I don't like it when, like, I listen to all the podcasts I listen to, all the everything, everyone's like, guys, let me tell you about the Tiger King. Let me tell you about Joe Exotic. And I'm just like, oh my God. And it's like, but they're telling you this like, guys, I've discovered something really cool. And I'm thinking everyone on earth is watching this show. And it's one of those things where like, it makes me so angry, this show. And if you guys have been watching me for a while, you've heard this story before because I literally recommended the Joe Exotic podcast a year ago. So you've heard the whole story. It was literally like the Netflix documentary, but I think it came out right after Dirty John, and it was by, I think, the same company. That's how I got into it. You know, the Dirty John podcast that was really big years ago that we talked about, and then the show came out and everything. It was kind of that, but like, I listened to it, and it's different because you're not seeing the people, which, I mean, that is like, but you see what they look like. Because, you know, like you listen to a podcast, you Google, okay, you only need to see him once, okay? I don't need to see him prancing around all his different outfits that really aren't even different. He looks the same in every single scene. So I knew it was going to happen, and I said to myself, I am not watching this. I've already listened to the Joe Exotic podcast, which I did like a whole rant on here about how enraged I was by it because I felt like I just didn't want to hear about the animal stuff, but then it became not about the animal stuff. Same exact thing as the TV show, right? But I know when you think, oh my gosh, well the podcast could not have been anything like that. It was so weird because in my mind, I felt like I've seen all of this because in the podcast, you're getting all of that. You know what the people look like. It's like reading a book and then watching the movie. And sometimes when you read the book, you feel like you pictured it even more vividly, or, you know, because like when I'm listening to a podcast, especially like one like that where it's about real people, I have to look it up just once and see what these people look like. Do you know what I'm saying? I have to know what the person talking to me looks like. And that's fine. Then I do it once and it's over. But your mind sort of like, I feel like you're deeper into it, which is why probably I was more traumatized by the podcast than I was by the show. Kind of pissed me off. But I was going to resist watching it because I'd already, you know, I'd listened to the podcast. I knew. And then finally the other day I was like, I'm just going to watch it. And I watched all of it. And so yeah, it was like, I knew what was going to happen. So I felt like it was so drawn out. But every episode is crazier than the next. If you haven't seen it though, I'm still wanting to tell you to watch it, but yet I freaking hate it. Like, it makes me so enraged. I don't like to see anything about animals. Even as a kid, like, I couldn't watch movies about animals. Like, I couldn't even watch Dumbo. Like, Dumbo still to this day, I'm like, why they remade Dumbo is beyond me. It's like the most depressing. I can't even handle stories about the circus. And scene at the end of Joe Exotic, like, the last episode was good in so many ways because The scene with the guy on the jet ski is like, I laughed so hard. And I had just been like stunned through the whole documentary. And sometimes you'd kind of chuckle here and there. But I like belly laughed. It was like, I needed that so bad, like to like bust me out of like the whole, like, cause when you watch the show, you think you're enjoying it, but really you're so depressed. Like, it's just like, so I needed the guy on the jet ski at the end. I really needed that scene. And also the scene where Carol's like, you know, when they're finally talking about like how he's gone, like to prison, and she's like, she does a little side eye, like, I had to like rewind that twice to catch that. We'll talk about Carol in a second, which, do I even need to? You guys, I mean, it's so stupid. Like, I just feel like, I don't like everybody's talking about it. Whatever. But the scene at the end where the little, like, where they showed the chimpanzee in the cage, well, of course, then they said they were out and they were free, so that made me feel good. But the scene where he, like, reached through the cage, literally lost it. Like, that was the saddest thing I've ever seen. And it makes you feel good at the end, like, he does deserve to be, like, that was so effing sad. It was it was just, and then but then again, like, I'm telling my friends, I'm telling my sister, oh my gosh, you have to watch this show. It has it all, like, and then she started watching it, and I say this to, I'm like, and I'm saying this to you right now, I don't know whether to say you're welcome or I'm sorry. Mostly I'm sorry. But you still have to watch it because it's just, oh my, it's just absolutely insane. But yeah, it's so depressing, but it's like, but I really enjoyed Carol. I don't like any of the people, like, I'm not like, oh, I love Carol, but I enjoyed watching her parts because it was just so flipping entertaining on that bicycle and her outfits. Now, if anyone wears leopard, I'm throwing out everything leopard. I can't wear this again. In what world could I wear this now and not be Carol Baskin? In what world could I wear this? In what world could I wear this? This was like one of my favorite things in my closet maybe a week ago. It's gonna have to go. It's all gonna have to go. So leopard is no longer what it used to be. It's not a neutral anymore. It's like if you wear it, you're Carol Baskin. Like, and I just can't unsee it anymore. I'll never be able to unsee that. So she's ruined this for me. But the story about like her husband, her first time, oh my gosh. You know, you think this is a story about a zoo and it's like, oh my gosh, I cannot handle it. But then it's the people, but then it's Carol, but then it's the murder for hire. But then it's like, did she feed her husband to the tigers? It's like guns and drugs and all this stuff. And it's just like, it's like the craziest thing. And I think that's why we're all just like, what? When I saw his face on my Netflix, I was like, are you kidding me? And then literally that night when the whole world was talking about it, and still now that's all people are talking about. And now I've wasted the last 10 minutes of your life talking about it too. I cannot wait for, and let me just tell you, there is a light at the end of this tunnel in so many ways. One, at the forefront of my mind being Potomac, Beverly Hills, and New York. Okay, New York, number one. They're all gonna be on at the same time. Okay, we're about to have a whole lot of TV and a whole lot of distraction if you are a Housewives lover. If you're not, this is the time to get into this. This is the time to binge watch old seasons of the New York Housewives and get into it. This is the time, if you were not into Potomac before, you've got to get into it. I am... Okay, but I've got to talk about this whole TikTok craze. I get it. Like, apps come out. Snapchat, I always resisted that. I'm so glad I never did that. Like, I feel like Instagram's probably gonna just, like, have a whole other little thing now where, like, TikTok's not even gonna be... Because, like, I just feel like they'll make it where it'd be kind of like stories. Like, you know, now it's like, stories are such a huge part of Instagram, but they weren't before Snapchat. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of all happened. I don't understand how everyone's a professional dancer. I don't understand how everyone knows all the moves. It's just like this, every single thing. Everyone does this. If I see that one, it's like, okay, it's cute when I see people, you know, they're doing it with their kids. Or the mom, you could tell, like, the kids are like having fun, but the mom's always like, like she's got a little crop top on and she's like, I'm the dancer, like, look at me. And, which is cute, but it's like something about it to me is like the ultimate, I can't watch it without cringing. I think it's funny. when you see them here and there. I really like the ones that people are doing where they're like putting dialogue in their mouths, where they're just talking to each other, but it's like a dialogue from like Housewives, or it's like someone fighting, like a famous scene that you know, but someone's just like mouthing it out. That's really cute. But the dance routines, I don't know what it is. It's a physical reaction that when I see it, it's like so cringy. Does anyone else feel like that? Or is it just because I don't know what it is. I get very uncomfortable if I see someone about to do a TikTok thing. I'm like, no. Because I just feel so like embarrassed, almost as if I'm like watching myself dance. I'd be like, oh no. Tomorrow I'll probably get it and start doing it. I don't know. Sometimes I resist things, but it is funny because it's something that within me just doesn't feel right, like watching it. And let's get new moves. Does TikTok tell you the moves to do? Because this is all I ever see. Like anyone can, I mean, gosh, that didn't look right. But everybody's like choreographers, but I do think it's cute. If kids are enjoying it and like they're doing it with their parents, I think that's a really fun thing to do. This necklace, you guys, so beautiful. I mentioned this in that Nordstrom video. I don't know, is this on sale right now? I'm not sure. It's around 40, but around $40-ish. Such a good like wine necklace, really and easy, and you can wear it with anything. So yeah, I don't know. Usually I wouldn't wear something like that, like with a sweatshirt or a crew neck. Like a lot of times I wear it, but it's something you could truly put on with anything. I wanted to wear it to show you guys in the video. Normally I wouldn't wear something like with a sweatshirt or a crew neck, like a big dangly necklace, but I don't know. But yeah, that's a really good one. Really quickly, okay, you guys, should I do a video about candles? Because I was like, I really want to mention this one. This one is so beautiful. And they've been in stock for a while, but I feel, you know, usually if I mention something, they will go out of stock, but a lot of times I'll get something too and I'll really like it and enjoy it. It's something really cool like this. And then when I do want to talk about it after a couple months or whatever, because I don't just get things and say, oh yeah, buy, you know, this is great, get it now. You know, I like to use things and really be sure about them. Sometimes things are sold out, but I do feel like it is something that probably will sell out. I've gotten this one for myself. I bought one for a friend for her birthday, although I haven't seen her. Don't know when I'm going to get to see her for her birthday, but I have one for her. It's just such a beautiful candle. White Rose is the scent. That look like really fancy when I threw that off. There's a couple other scents. The one that I bought for my friend, I think, is the Vetiver, and it smells pretty good too. I think the other one is Flower, which I've never smelled that, but the rose, something about it, it's soft and creamy. It's not like an overly rosy smell. It's a very powdery smell. It's called White Rose. And I just think that the packaging is beautiful. I love that it's kind of like, it's a cloche and it's not incredibly expensive. And when you burn this candle down, this is something that you legit can keep forever. $30 for the candle. And I believe they're on sale right now. It's just such a beautiful look, and you can kind of sit it like this. I need to clean that now that I'm looking at it. I have this on top of one of my bookshelves in our living room. It's like one of those open bookshelves at the top, those metal-y ones, and I might post a photo of that. I posted a photo kind of looking into that room the other day on my Instagram, and I was thinking, you know, I haven't done a lot of just like decor stuff on there. I used to just post random photos around my house all the time. I haven't done that lately, and I do have some new things to show, so I don't know, and there's so many things that I'm wanting to do right now and in the middle of doing, because in my last several videos, I think it's been real heavy, like on being positive and talking about things that are going on. We all know what's going on. I do want to kind of talk a little bit about that though at the end, because I don't know. I have some thoughts on just how everything's going to change, and like, it's very interesting when you can get wrapped up in all this, but when you really sit back and think about how things are going to be different afterwards, it's going to be such a huge turning point, like in our world, when you look back at events that changed our society and how we live and stuff. This is gonna, I think, change how we work more than anything, because it's interesting to think that in all the technology we have, which is honestly pretty new, like technology's developed so much just since I was in high school, you know, the way people work now is the same way, or that we did before this, right? Same way that people worked in the 50s and the 60s, commuting to work, driving to the city, you know, driving into your buildings, and people that own these businesses, even big businesses, very small businesses, they rent these physical spaces, which, yeah, I mean, it's neat. But it's like, pollution's worse than ever. We're commuting like crazy. We're doing all this, and it's like, for what? We can work remotely. Like, we know now that we can do that. And honestly, I feel like a lot of these businesses will be able to pay their employees more. They'll be able to probably hire more people because you're not having to pay for that physical space of just a building that's a meeting space with cubicles where you can talk. Like, we can do that at home. Like, we can talk, we can communicate. You can see everything you're doing on someone's computer, you know, and you don't have to factor in the wasted time of the commute. And that, I don't know. I feel like, and there's a give and take there. Other things, you know, people that own the buildings, then they'll be screwed. And it's like, there's just definitely going to be negatives and positives, and there's not going to be a situation where everyone comes out of this and it changes where every single person benefits. It's just so, I guess my point is, it's not really my opinion saying this is what should happen. It's me just thinking like, this is what's happening. And it's crazy to watch, and that we're living this right now, seeing the world change in this way. Even how people view schooling. People see now, for better or worse, right, that our kids are at home, and, you know, it's like, I think that's going to change a lot of, gosh, and just talking about, gosh, did we think we were going to get off on this tangent? I sure didn't. I swear we're going to get to the favorites in a minute. But, like, it's just, I mean, it's what's going on, right? It's what I want to talk about. But, like, thinking about college and how much we spend on college for our kids, and how much there's such a benefit there. And it's like, but then you see people that run these huge businesses and companies have been super successful, and they have gotten an education online, and half the time, oh gosh, less than half the time, a quarter of the time, a fraction of the time, online for less money, you know, some cases more if you hire, like, you know, there's people like celebrities that, you know, certain celebrities that are going through law school or going, you know, whatever, and they hire a tutor, they knock it out, and it's like, do they get the same value though? Like, is it the same? Is it? And then you waste, you know, and you're giving up 4 years of your life, more than that if you're going to law school, you're going to a secondary, you know, you're going further, you're giving up so many years, so much debt, so much time. It's crazy to think about, and it's like we've been forced to kind of wake up. Like, it's crazy that something horrible like this is happening, but it's caused us to kind of rethink so much. When this is over and people are going back to work as usual and all this, is it going to be the same? Well, I just can't imagine after this people picking up and just going back, and, you know, and I'm not saying that as a bad way. I think it'll be such a wonderful day when this is over. It's going to be so hard for so many people. We have lost so much investments and things. I'm not someone talking like, oh, we work from home, it's fine, it's great, our business is still fine. Like, no, I mean, it's hurting everybody. You know, it is hurting a lot of people. I'm not speaking from someone that's not affected by this. We're affected by this. But I guess I'm just talking as like, wow, you know, like, how crazy is this going to be? Is this going to be, we look back and it was like, that was the turning point where people worked differently. What's going to happen to cities and all these buildings and people that own that? I mean, it's just crazy to think about. Okay, I may even cut this part out of the video. But again, hi, welcome to my hour-long video today. Like, I say this every video, what else do we have to do? Let's just enjoy it. Okay, favorites. This, you guys, such a good product. The Laura Mercier Amber Vanilla Body Butter. I also have it in the almond coconut, and it smells a little funky on your skin. The amber vanilla smells like, oh my gosh, it's heavenly. It's just the most heavenly scent, and what I love about this is that it's truly a body butter that rubs in and just doesn't smear around. Like, you know, some body butters are just white, like, you know, they're just not absorbing. It makes your skin look beautiful. And I've also been really loving this, the Herbivore Jasmine Glowing Hydration Body Oil. This is such a beautiful, yummy product. Oh, it smells really good, honestly, mixed with that lotion. Like, I'll put just a little bit, like, on my arms or on my legs. I kind of try to conserve it. I think I'm gonna do it much more in this spring and like in the summer, like when my skin is actually showing, because it really leaves a beautiful glow on your skin. I meant to do this at the very start of the video, but I want to talk about this again, the Nude Whisper, my Maybelline. That's all I'm wearing today on my lips, and I wanted just to show you the pretty color of it. You can fill in your lips with it. It's so gorgeous. Just grab that next time you can. It's so good, but that's what I've been doing, and most of the time I just use this just the lip volumizer by Mercier. I was talking to a friend the other day and she was like, I remember you used to really like the Dior Lip Maximizer. I was so into that, I would use it on every single video. And oh my gosh, I still really I would like that if I had it. But this kind of replaced it, for better or worse, because it's so expensive. It's one of those things that like I just threw in my cart. Sure, throw that in there, let's splurge. And yeah, seriously, it's something that, this is my second one. I love it. It really does make your lips look pretty. And that's what I do most days. I just do a liner and a clear gloss. Okay, so kind of with this whole like theme of like calm and something that will help you if you're like, you know, into all this like self-care and all that, which we should be now. We need to be taking care of ourselves. This, y'all, I love these so much. They're the little Chill Pill Bath Bombs by Way. First of all, I love the packaging. I love how it looks next to my tub on the little table. They smell so good. They make your skin feel nice. They're those bath bombs that actually like make your skin feel like slippery and good. You know, like, you know what I'm talking about. But what I love is that, well, they look like little pills and you can actually break them apart. I've used 2 of them already. One bath, I used a whole one. The next one, I kind of broke it apart and like conserved it because I loved the first one so much that I was like, I really don't need to blow through these because they're so good. They smell amazing. It's so cute. It says, going through it, there's a pill for that. No prescription required, legal in all states. Take some well-deserved me time and soak up a blend of hemp, jojoba, and safflower seed oil. Just don't eat it, snort it, or smoke it. It's going to be a hard habit to break. That's what it says. So cute. And the scent is Jasmine Rose. It smells so good. It made my bathroom smell amazing. Okay, listen. Well, yeah, let me show you this. And then I have some brushes I want to talk about. Okay, you guys. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I just dropped that. We'll pick that up. Listen, these are so fun. It's like an instant pick-me-up when I wear these every day, and I see them and I catch myself in the mirror with them, and I'm like, they're so flippin' cute. They're slippers, they're furry, they're comfy. They feel like real shoes, so of course, like you can wear them like if you're gonna walk outside here and there, whatever, but they are like my just yummy house shoes that just are so incredibly adorable. And what I love about them is that they don't like sweat your feet out. Like you're not putting your feet in like big, sorry, my nose is running. It's my allergies are killing me. I like that my feet are kind of exposed. You don't want to be like all over the house like in your big, huge, clunky slippers. Y'all, I'll let you go. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you'll check out some of my favorites. And gosh, I feel like we did talk about a lot of stuff. But I hope that y'all enjoyed it. I've got some more fun things coming up. I'm trying to do as many videos as I can a week. This weekend, like, because I did 3 last week, and then so this weekend I was putting together some other things that I had to do for work, and it kind of took the place of that. And so it was like Sunday was here, and I was like, yep, about to start another week. And I was like, wait a minute, tomorrow's Monday. I'm not used to doing Monday videos anymore, and I don't have one ready. And it was like, I just don't have the time. So sometimes I literally don't have the time to do it, but every time, if I can, I'm going to do as many as I can that I have time for. There will be up there. I'm going to try to get one up on Friday. I have something so cute that Livy and I did together that I think you guys will really like. And you always say that you want to see cute things with her. And, you know, I don't like to show our daily things like, guys, here's where we're going, here's what we're doing, which I'm not doing that anyways. But, you know, I don't like to show too much of that. You know, I want to keep our, you know, I don't want to think like I put everything out there always. And even if you did, I know that there's always so much that you still don't. But I just want to keep, family time is just so precious to me. We did a really cute little sort of specific things, a little cute thing together. And you guys always want to see little videos with her. So I think it will really bring you some joy. And I don't know if I'm going to post that on Friday or next week. I may post that next week. But that will be coming up. And yeah, I'm just not sure about Friday's video yet. So yeah, if I get something together for Friday, then I'll see you again on Friday. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that some of these things will uplift you. Just trust me, that Calm app, I'd say right now is worth every penny. And gosh, maybe it's even cheaper right now. They should give everyone a break. They should give it to everyone for free right now. Because I think we all need it, right? But I've got so much to share with you guys coming up, and And yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll link to everything that I showed, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye, you guys.